Since Ethereum was launched in 2015, it has become one of the most valuable cryptocurrencies in the world. Ethereum is the second largest crypto. Its market cap sits at $312 billion. It is also the most used crypto for services like DeFi lending, sale of NFTs, dApps, etc. Ethereum reached its highest ever price of $4,800, but it has been on a downward trend since the start of the year alongside the general crypto market. Today, a single Ether is worth $2,567. Many have taken this downward trend as a sign to sell their Ethereum tokens, and when you look at the recent Bitcoin price slump, you can understand them. Not Cathie Wood, however. Unlike many investors, Cathie Wood says the time to invest in Ethereum is now. Cathie says that Ethereum's use cases are steadily growing, and very soon, Ethereum would be far more valuable. Cathie is a professional investor, so we need to take her seriously. However, her latest predictions will leave the most optimistic investor quite skeptical. It could also make me and you very rich if she turns out to be correct. Stick around to find out why Cathie thinks Ethereum will explode in the next 10 years. Hello and welcome to the channel, where we tell you about investing and making money from crypto. In today's video, we'll be looking at a very bold prediction made by one of the most famous investors in the world, Cathie Wood. A professional in the field of finance, Cathie thinks that Ethereum is going to reach 75 times its present value within the next decade. That's about $20 trillion. As you all know, the entire crypto market is worth about $3 trillion, and Ethereum only accounts for about $312 billion of that amount. So how will Ethereum grow to become 10 times the value of the present crypto market in just 10 years? Before we go into more detail about why Cathie Wood thinks Ethereum will grow by 75 times, let's have a quick introduction for those who don't know who Cathie Wood is. Cathie Wood is an investment guru who is also the founder and CEO of ARK Invest. ARK Invest manages over $50 billion worth of assets. So you see, when a person like Cathie Wood tells you that Ethereum will be worth $20 trillion in the next 10 years, you want to pull up a seat and hear her out. You never know, you might get advice that changes your financial future. According to her, each coin would be priced at around $170,000 to $180,000 based on its current price of $2,480. As financial services move on-chain, decentralized networks are likely to take share from existing financial intermediaries, a report by ARK Invest says. Ethereum's blockchain network forms the basis for other developers to create their own cryptocurrencies. Given that specific use case versus Bitcoin's utility as a store of value, Ethereum has the potential to displace many traditional financial services, according to Wood. ARK Invest is famous for its high-risk, high-reward system, but even then, to say that Ethereum's value will grow by 75 times its present value is an extremely bold claim. So what makes Cathie so confident? Cathie has been in the investment game for a long time and is aware of significant developments in both financial and digital worlds. Cathie pointed to the rise of DeFi services. For some of you who don't know, DeFi refers to the financial services and products that are based on the principle of decentralization. One of the major DeFi services is DeFi lending. DeFi lending simply means regular lending in a decentralized system. That means no middlemen and bank clearing houses. With DeFi lending, people can lend money across the blockchain network and earn a commission on the money. DeFi lending is very attractive because of the interest rates and the rewards earned by people who provide liquidity to the lending pools. With the popularity of the smart contract technology, more and more people are joining the world of DeFi lending as recent upgrades have made DeFi lending safer. DeFi lending has many advantages, including higher interest rates and complete control of your money. Many traditional financial services are quickly being added to the blockchain network. Today, decentralized alternatives exist for banking and lending, asset exchange, brokerage, asset management, insurance, and derivatives. Cathie says more and more institutions are adopting blockchain technology, and this shift to the decentralized world is sure to go well for Ethereum, which has the most non-currency applications for a crypto. Decentralized finance is also showing itself to be more cost-effective than traditional finance. Decentralized finance cuts out all the middlemen, and as a result, they have higher revenues per employee. So yeah, DeFi brings in more cash with fewer employees than other regular finance systems. So what does this mean for Ethereum? Well, it means that perhaps Cathie might be right and Ethereum will hit 75 times its present value. That's because Ethereum is the backbone of many DeFi platforms. Stable coins are tokens whose value is pegged to assets like fiat currencies and precious metals. 2021 was an excellent year for stable coins. We saw their value grow by almost 600%. Today, stable coins have a combined value of $150 billion. Stable coins allow investors to make money on their crypto assets while reducing the effects of a volatile market. Stable coins are a huge part of DeFi services. And in fact, the research firm Messari announced that stablecoins reached a transaction volume of about $1 trillion. Many liquidity pools make use of stablecoins as the initial deposit. The benefit of this is that the value of a person's initial deposit remains intact even in the event of a market crash. As you know, Ethereum is the backbone of many stablecoins. This is one of the reasons that Ethereum is indispensable to the DeFi community. DeFi Prime reports that Ethereum supports over 200 DeFi apps on its network. These include decentralized exchanges called DEX, liquidity pools, lending protocols, and trustless derivative platforms. With the explosion of yield farming and liquidity farming in late 2020, Ethereum is expected to be ahead of the pack in terms of DeFi services. This is probably one of the reasons why Cathie thinks that one Ethereum will explode in the next 10 years. Mind you, Bitcoin, the most expensive crypto, is $39,000, while Ethereum's present price is $2,650. According to Cathie, Ethereum's value will reach $20 trillion in the next 10 years because of the drop in Ethereum's gas fees. Gas fee is the name given to the money that you are charged for making transactions on the Ethereum blockchain. One issue many investors have raised using the Ethereum blockchain is the relatively high gas fees that they are charged per transaction. This is down to the high number of dApps, DEX, games, ERC20 token transfers, and other market operations going on in the networks. This causes congestion on the network and increases the gas fees in the process. But all that is about to change with Ethereum 2.0 coming to address the scalability issues which leads to higher gas fees. Ethereum 2.0 will bring proof of stake to the network and it will run on the beacon chain. This will reduce the energy required for mining transactions. It will allow users stake the needed amount of coins to become validators. This is in line with how the proof of stake consensus model works. Gas fees will decrease as a result of cheaper transaction mining. Ethereum 2.0 will also feature sharding. Sharding is a semi-autonomous blockchain that works with a particular network. Ethereum's current process for verifying transactions has a speed limit of 15 transactions per second. On Ethereum 2.0, shards will bear some responsibility for verifying transactions, reducing congestion, and making gas fees cheaper. Shard chains allow the transaction data to be split easily across 64 blockchains in the Ethereum network. This increases the throughput of the network in a big way. With reduced gas fees and faster transactions, more and more customers will flock to the blockchain, especially as many decentralized apps are already being designed on the Ethereum blockchain. Another major benefit that Ethereum 2.0 will bring is that it will bring about shard interoperability. This will allow for the rapid development of decentralized apps on the blockchain. These changes will also bring improved smart contracts and transaction processing to every part of the network. This will turn every shard chain in the Ethereum network into a functioning mainnet. Another reason Ethereum could explode in the near future is because of its smart contract technology. Smart contracts are digital agreements that are executed when certain conditions are met without the aid of an intermediary. Smart contracts are one of the driving forces behind DeFi. Smart contracts bring trust and transparency to the decentralized world. Please note that Ethereum 2.0 will be integrated with the larger Ethereum network in phases. So with all these new changes, is it likely that Ethereum will reach the $20 trillion mark predicted by Cathie Wood? That's hard to say. But so many things might happen along the way that might stop Ethereum from getting to that price point. However, Cathie is right about one thing, that Ethereum will become far more valuable in the near future. There you have it guys, we've gotten to the end of this video. Go to the comments section and tell us whether you think Cathie is right about the Ethereum reaching 75 times its present value in the next 10 years. If you enjoy videos like these, make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss out on the latest.